But I mean, let's talk about some of that momentum, because German Formula 3 champion, you'd won the Marlboro Masters at Zandvoort. And then, I mean, is it true that every Formula One team contacted you except for Ferrari and Williams? Did everybody else get in touch?
Yeah, I mean, I tested with footwork. We had contact with most of them. I think after the test, I did 1 day of testing with McLaren in Silverstone. We had contact with Eddie Jordan, Flavio, a lot of people.
So Flavio Briatore, why did you choose Benetton?
Because they guarantee me the year after. That's why we choose for them.
Crikey, how it all panned out.
And then later, in the first test, he had an accident and he broke his neck.
JJ Leto.
Yeah. So, and then I took over all the testing and they put me in the car in beginning onwards.
Now, were you ready for that first race of 94?
No, absolutely not. And then next to Michael, what was not maybe the best choice. But I wasn't. I mean, when I compare it with how they prepare the drivers now, I definitely was not ready for that. But
I mean, if you look back, where were you lacking? Because you had the raw pace. You'd proved that in the junior formulas. You'd proved that in that footwork test at Estoril. So
I think physically, I was not up to it. Experience, had nothing. Didn't, and then during the years, you get your experience, but you made your mistakes already. And there was nobody next to me who could help me with that. And that I think played a big part. Once you had a chance in the top team and you're not performing, I think you will face a very difficult career.
I mean, how much did that first race at Estoril, at Interlagos, affect your confidence? Because you remember, was it contact with Eddie Irvine?
Yeah, I mean, I
Massive
think Eddie didn't see me, but then there was the contact, so I spun. But I had never had a problem with that. I wasn't never scared or it didn't hurt my confidence at all.
So then we go to Aida. I think you spun there.
Spun out of after the pit
stop. So kind of after two races, Leto comes back. And where are you at mentally at this point? What are you thinking about Formula One? What are you thinking about your relationship with Benetton?
I was still good, I think. I think JJ came back in Imola. I think it was fourth or fifth race, I think. Can't remember really. But it didn't hurt my confidence. But I was still, trying. Every time I was trying to match Michael's pace. And it never stopped me not trying and not worrying about going off or, what was bad for your career. But I kept trying all the time.
I mean, let's talk about Michael Schumacher then. I mean, it was still early on in his career, but what are your memories of him and where was he so darn good?
Obviously, he got in the car and immediately he's fast. I mean, I think he was stronger. He was working flat out off track. And he knew what he was doing. And I think physically, I wasn't up to the game,
Do you feel he politically had the team more on his side?
Yeah, 100%.
And by that, I mean Flavio, I mean everybody.
Yeah, all focused on him. Of course, he was winning the races and he was going for the championship.
Do you feel...
I understand. But
you understand that?
Yeah, I understand. But... And then, after the accident of Ayrton and Imola, then there was a lot of rule changes to the team with the step floor and things like that. So all the testing went into that, to help me to get the confidence in the car, to make me faster. Not like it is today, they really help the other driver who was struggling. But at that time, they didn't care.
And of course, you mentioned Senna. He got out of the car in Aida. He spun out as well. And he came out with this pretty explosive comment saying that he thought the Benettons had traction control. What's your take on that now?
I definitely didn't have it. Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Of course, I know all the rumors and things, but I cannot prove anything. But one thing I can say, I didn't have it.
Yeah.